Mika Frankl at Fit NHB with the Dirty Bird, Tim Means. How you doing, sir?
I'm pretty good, Mike.
And I heard recovery is going exceptionally well. Let's start there.
Recovery has been recovery. Some days hurt a little more than others, but for the most part, legs getting better, feel stronger. I wrestled and grappled last week, did some shoot boxing. Can't kick just yet, but kicking's coming in September.
So like I say, it's crazy. Just a couple months ago, nasty break, the fight with Nico Price and falling there on your leg. And tell us exactly what the extent of the injury was. It just looks horrendous from what we saw on TV.
I dislocated my ankle on top of breaking my ankle. Didn't even know that was possible. And I broke my fibula. So they did surgery, had me in a cast 2 weeks, had me out of the cast, which I was surprised by, and then out to the Performance Institute with Heather Lindland, athletic trainer here, Eric Archuleta. Went out there to go see those guys to make sure, hey, my protocol was where it needed to be, that I was doing the work that the PI would want me doing. They've been communicating with strength and conditioning coach Dwayne Davis here, my athletic trainer here, Eric Archuleta. I couldn't say nicer things about what's been going on, and some of it's been challenging and painful or whatever, but for the most part, I'm back in wrestling as of last week. Cardio sucks. I'm looking at all the guys down here warming up now. They've been training in the heat. You can't see my head. I got sweat dropping down me sitting here, but everyone's in shape, and I look forward to being going full bore and being completely back in here soon. So do all the cartwheels. If you're a wrestler, you know, shooting heel toe knee. I'm starting to be able to do that stuff. My double leg. So man, it's almost here. Hope for a fight in November.
I feel like it's a really quick process, that this is not normal recovery, that just recovery in itself in the sports field is taking some giant leaps and bounds. To hear you're only in a cast for 2 weeks, it sounds like a small amount of time to me.
Yeah, it seemed like a small amount of time when I was getting out of the cast or getting it put on, getting out of the cast, but the process was about, we don't want to be stagnant. You think of that puddle of water. Would you go up and drink a puddle of water? No, more than likely you're drinking that stream that's moving, the cold stream that's constantly flowing. So we want to get out of that stagnant water, that stagnant period. Start moving, putting they got protractors up on my ankle, moving around my foot, calf raises and box jumps, and picking up marbles with my toes and towel crunches with my toes, and man, they got me doing some. You wouldn't think it would be able to help repair and build and do all that stuff, but man, that's the stuff I'm doing, and lunges, and oh man, stuff's working.
So how is it? It feels like aggressive physical therapy, kind of.
Yes, I would say they've been very, very aggressive, and Heather Lindland and them at the UFC PI unit, and Aaron and them, they were very strong and forceful, moving the ankle, making it go where they wanted it to go, but testing the waters and getting it just to where it was hurting, and showing me where they wanted that mobility and range at with measuring it with the protractor and stuff. So I would say it's been very, very aggressive. So.
And you, obviously, as a fighter, nicks and bruises and injuries, they happen. So how do you look at this recovery process compared to other recoveries that you've been through before?
You know, man, I broke my foot back a few years back when I went down to Brazil and fought Alex Oliveira. Fractured my foot, got nerve contusion. After doing the MRI and stuff, I should have had surgery then. But when you're a fighter, you're trying to be tough, you're working things get sore. In a lot of cases, I thought I was just overworking my foot or whatever, and I'd ice it, traw meal, and whatever the stuff I was taking, put on there. It always stayed kind of sore or whatever, which now it's sore from the surgery or whatever, a little stiff, but it feels strong. Like I don't have that giving away and clicking feeling that I was having. So I should have
taken care of old injuries with this recovery.
Yeah, even with this recovery, they went in there and fixed it all while they were in there. Dr. Stockman, that dude's just the man when it comes to this stuff. So it's one of those things where I was too tough for my own good. A lot of them, that's not just me. There's a lot of them down here on this mat right now that are pushing through something. Go let the professional look at it. Go see if you can't rehab it. I'm not recommending surgeries, but rehabs and exercises, strengthening tendons and ligaments, stuff like that. Those little muscle fibers, it's important. I've learned anything over all my time, and I try to talk to my team about is body work and tuning and keeping the engine going, you know.
And while on the sideline, I've seen a new addition, though, to your regimen. Seen a new expansion in your training, exercising, I think, a different muscle than you forcefully put to work so much before in the fight game. Your brain. Talk to us about working with Dr. Velasquez from El Paso.
Yeah, working with Dr. Velasquez and his son Ramon. This is work I heard about 5-6 years ago through my buddy Vance Duggar, and he moved up to Denver, and the Denver Broncos were doing this with a doctor there, and just training the eyes to react faster, to see things quicker coming at you. And I tried to find some people that were in New Mexico doing it, couldn't really find it, or found people that kind of guessed about it. I seen Dr. Velasquez coming into town, working with fighters here, reached out to him, got him over here, and man, being able to recognize and see things and slip, and being able to read movements before the person even moves, you know. So who's to say if it works real good just yet, but only time will tell. I've been doing it for a few months now. Be full camp by the time I want to fight in November if all things play out right with that. Now it's about recognizing things, so now I'm finding myself driving down the road counting cars or counting birds up on a tree or whatever. It sounds silly, but these tests that we do over here, when they come down, I work with them on Sunday afternoons or Sunday mornings at times. It's all about recognizing, cutting those fractions of a second off to be quicker, you know. So see how well it works. I like the test. I noticed that your brain wears out. It's different when your brain gets tired because you can't recover. Your brain doesn't recover like muscles do. Take a 2-3 minute break on squats or bench press or wrestling or whatever. You recover if you're in decent shape, and then you're able to go again. And the brain's different than that. Once you start getting tired, you gotta take the break, you know, and chill out. But you know, think of working those muscles, the little tendons that we're talking about in rehab, and your brain and your eyes. You'll need to talk to Dr. Velasquez about how many lenses we have in our eyes, 7 lenses or something. He says a lot there. There's something going on with your eyes. There's a bunch of blinking going on there. And Dr. Velasquez can explain that a lot better.
I messaged with him one weekend. I swear I'm going to get with him. I'm going to make it happen, get him an interview also.
Yeah, good.
Sounds like some really intriguing stuff. What does that feel like in the process? Can you feel like the brain soreness? You can feel that coming on, right? The fatigue really rapidly?
Yeah, the fatigue, your eyes get heavy, your brain gets fatigued, you get tired in your head, you know. You know when you're sleepy, you know, it feels like that, but in the process you're not guessing at what you're getting better at. All of his program or protocol or whatever you want to call it, it tracks itself, so it tracks the individual and how much better the individual's getting and where they're getting better. So it's cool stuff. Science is really, we got science in everything. Science has gotten better, and it's the future, man. It's right now.
There was a time I saw you a couple months back hobbling around the gym. Yes, he was still here in the gym right after the surgery, and you were doing a lot of coaching. So could you feel what you were doing with the brain activities affecting how you were seeing things as a coach? Has that been something you noticed?
Yeah, we can say that I notice things better sitting on the sideline, and then you have to apply that issue. So I've been watching these guys wrestle. I jumped in last week, things that I thought I would pull off simple, not so simple when you try to apply it, but you know, being able to recognize and see things, I think that we can apply those techniques to our style, you know, or to my style. I don't want to call myself a coach just yet. I still got more fights in me. I'm not a coach. I'm a teammate firsthand, and I try to help out because I've been here for quite a long time, but I'm not a coach yet. I got more experience in the game before I really want to sit down and actually coach people. So.
Oh, and I was more referring to the work that I saw you doing with the teens program.
Well, I'm a Fit NHB helper, and yes, I like the teen program. You know, I like helping the kids for sure.
You see, that's where I saw you giving the advice and see you leaving. That's why I was wondering if it had helped out. Not fully calling you Coach Means yet. Not putting you on the bench yet. Not retiring you. Not retiring you. But what's the goals then? 2019, what are you expecting?
Get one more fight by the end of the year. Right now it's getting healthier, definitely getting my cardio up. It's hotter than heck in here right now, and that heat kicked my ass last week, made me super sore. Right now just getting cleared, getting one more fight in.
Tim, great talking to you. One more update for everybody. There was a suspension a while ago, and I believe a litigation currently going on. Is that the process right now?
Yeah, the litigation with the lawsuit issue from my USADA deal. We did the depositions today. There's a couple more to do. I think we'll be able to get to a jury trial sometime probably next year on this deal, but right now we're moving forward and it's picking up steam.
And even though you can't name the plaintiff, it's a supplement company is who you're engaged in the battle with, right?
Yeah, it's the people that manufactured and own and did the whole packaging process of my failed USADA test and what was in that supplement, yes.
So even though you're not competing, still engaged in battle?
We're battling.
Tim, thanks for the updates.
Thank you.